Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 15 of Road to Distraction. As you can see, we're joined by another, James Knuckleduster again. That's all I can describe him as.
Hello! I forgot my fags.
Yeah.
Only had 23 this morning.
So can you explain to the viewing public why you're in this car again?
I was asked on my Facebook page, as like a page on like the internet thing, where like my face is, and they said, we liked you a lot on Road Distracting. Could you do another one? So I asked Lee, and when he stopped crying, he said, alright, go on then. Seems the figures were quite good.
Yeah. So here he is, he's back with us, and as usual we're joined by Scott.
Hello.
Des and James.
Hi.
The voice.
The voice in the distance.
So right then, who's going to start off first?
I can if you want me to.
Go on then.
Probably mention the back camera as well in case you wonder what I'm doing.
We got a camera in the back of the car. Because they said he thought he might be interested to film the back of our heads.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm getting a lot of Knuckleduster head.
Well, hey!
Not the first time.
In that case, I'll shut down the there. So,
Don't, his aroma will give us herpes.
what?
Too late. You've already been in contact in the car. Your chair will have to be burnt after.
Just like the first one.
Just like the first one.
Yes. At great expense.
Sorry. Anyway, I found a little story, a little factoid, about a man who, his IQ level must have been incredibly low, because he decided to inject cocaine into his willy to enhance his sexual performance. Bit of a bad move, really.
Yeah.
The result was he had to have part of his leg and 9 fingers amputated. And then his willy fell off.
Serves him right.
Just look at porn like everyone else, but well, you can't now. There's no point. You haven't got a willy. You'll have to have one made from probably some of the flesh that fell off.
Or you can, use the remaining hole.
He could do. I don't know how it's going to work. Like, it'd probably make his eyes water big time.
I can
Perhaps
understand having a leg removed, but why 9 fingers?
I don't know.
What happened exactly?
We injected his willy with cocaine.
Do you think he missed a couple times, just hit the fingers a couple?
Yeah.
I'm working on a theory that probably the drug didn't do him any good whatsoever.
First he was trying to do that game from Aliens in the night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Duggity, 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 duggity. I miss my fags.
That withdrawal symptoms.
Well, I only had 23 this morning.
Only?
Yeah.
God.
I'm cut down, I have now, folks. I'm down to 117 a day.
Did you have them all in the bath?
I do.
The bath water is black.
I then drink the bath water because I don't waste nothing, me.
Oh, God.
How do you fund this habit of yours then?
I'd sell my body for sexual favours to sailors.
Oh, right. I remember seeing that picture of you dressed up in a tutu. Yeah.
That's right, that is. I got another factoid. I don't know if anyone's going to like this one. It's brilliant. And if I do upset some of us, our Arab folks out there, that's bad freaking luck, really, innit? Now, there's apparently an Iraqi version of Punk'd.
Right.
Brilliant, yes. I think it's a fantastic idea. They plant fake bombs on celebrities' cars.
Any celebrities or Iraqi celebrities?
I'm thinking Iraqi. If they come to America
Just
and
saying,
do it,
America.
I should imagine the Americans are going to probably shoot them. And if they're on the underground in London, they'll shoot them about 23 times because they don't stop when they go in through underground.
Right.
They asked for it.
Okay. What are the viewing figures like for this?
Yeah.
Great! I took it, partially my fault. I said, oh, but I've left the tenner down on the platform. Could you go and run and get it for me? Somebody might say stop. Don't listen. My fault, really. But my viewing figures on Tube of You,
Yeah.
fantastic, through the roof. At least 17 people watch it.
Brilliant.
Great.
Excellent. at 0.00001p. That's phenomenal money.
That's great, that is. I'm hoping to become a millionaire 700 years after I die.
Yeah. When YouTube takes over the world.
That's right, like Dave.
Like Dave, apparently.
And talking about Dave,
Yeah, Dave, yes. Saw the return of Red Dwarf Series 10. Brilliant, fantastic return to form, especially after the gap it has been, and after the sort of middling back to earth which she did. It was a great return to form. I don't know what you guys think about it.
I loved it.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah, Davey boy. And I tell you what, one thing I didn't like. I don't like what they done with Crichton's neck on the suit, because they make him look like he's got a big long goose neck. It's horrible. His suits have always been a bit higher.
Yeah.
So like to make his head look like he's sitting like on like a robot-y neck. And it wasn't quite as nice.
Yeah.
But they were all still as funny, and I did laugh so hard that I did actually wee myself.
And it was great to finally meet one of Rimmer's siblings, albeit more briefly.
He's dead now.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Sorry folks, you come to the wrong show if you want
Yeah.
anti-spoilers.
Technically, he was already dead.
Well, technically, yeah, because he was
Yeah.
an hologram.
A hard light hologram.
Hologram, that's right, he was.
Light for some reason.
Yeah, they're all hard like now because they can touch his head. And, you know, he's a T-touch. I thought that meant tits myself. I thought that female simulant was in for it.
Yeah. And it was really good. Really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to the next one now. It's on Thursdays, 9 p.m. on Die.
On Die.
As it is in Wales, it's called Die.
Die channel.
Right, I also got another interesting little story.
Go on then.
Basically, what do over 200 films have in common?
They've all been made by the Sci-Fi Channel and their shit.
Funnily enough, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, no, it actually goes back to the 1950s in a small film. I actually haven't got the name here because I forgot to write it down because I'm an idiot.
Ooh.
But it was a western back in the early 1950s, and there was this gang of Indians charging the cowboys, and one of the guys screams. Now, this scream was so good, it has been used in over 200 films since, and it is called
Wilhelm scream.
the Wilhelm scream. Yeah. Basically, Ben Burt rediscovered it in the 1970s when he was doing the sound effects for Star Wars, and since then it has been included in all 6 movies, all the Indiana Jones films, and some James Bond films as well, and some more modern day stuff. So there you go.
I bet he didn't earn a bloody penny from it.
No, that's the thing. I mean, he was speaking to his widow and that, and he said it's great that he's found the fame, but there'll be much money from it.
That's not on, that is it?
There you go.
That's
the
a bit
Wilhelm
like my
scream.
prostitute. That is like me when I do naughty stuff with sailors. 2 pence I charge. I'm starving to
Is that
death.
because you corrode for the boat slowly?
Well, yeah. Last time they had to get rid of the rust off the bunks. Wasn't funny. It's no fun. Those poor sailors.
Barnacles around it.
Those poor sailors. I feel sorry for them. Alone on ships with other seamen.
After that brief interlude, where somebody broke the 4th wall.
I did.
And the next
Sorry.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
Yes.
They're terrible. But those poor old seamen, I don't know if you're terrible from on those ships, and like I said, it's not funny. All those other men, tight trousers, holding on to those tight bottoms because they got to be doing all the exercise. And they
Are you coming out live on Road to Distraction, James?
No, my fly's done up. It's alright.
No, not like that. Ah, forget it. You know, that Glee Club in Cardiff, that kind of going out.
You're trying to suggest I'm a bit of a bum bandit?
Well, the way you're going on about sailors and their bodies.
Well, they do have very nice bums. They have got exercise every day. And and of course, if they got to go to the canteen, they're going to have to jump off the boat, swim to the canteen, come back, jump on the boat. That's a lot of exercise, especially if their canteens in America and their ships in like Iraq.
Yeah.
It's probably because they don't have a bowl of cereal and vodka every morning.
That's right. And rum.
Yeah, they stopped the rum ration now for them, so they can't get pissed on duty.
It's not fair. You're not allowed to have rum on ships anymore. That's the only reason I used to go there. Fair.
Right, that's how they paid you then for your services, was it?
Well, no, when they were asleep after the hard sexual adventure I had given them, I'd nick all the rum.
Right.
I've been doing that for the last 23 years.
Nice.
Now they stopped it. It's not fair, it's not funny, and there's a freaking bear over my right shoulder.
Yes, Death Bear, our silent yet deadly mascot.
Hello, Death. He was here last time, wasn't he?
Wow. No,
He seems to always be around when you're around.
Was he here last time?
He was. I
Last time
remember the
Knuckleduster
face.
was.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
The cold, deadly stare. The black tie. The sad, sad grimace that makes it look like he'd prolapsed and nobody told him.
What is slightly terrifying is he doesn't have any eyelids.
That's why he don't blink.
Yes, he's a merciless, killing machine.
That's right.
Or something like that, I don't know.
He touched my shoulder then. There he is. There he is. Oh no. He's done somewhere. I got a beard on my head. There he is, but and there he is. He's very energetic for like a bear, isn't he?
Yes.
Should be hibernating now. Curled up for winter.
Should be eating, making himself fat, and then going to sleep.
Eating lots of stuff to stuff up his arse so we haven't got a poo all winter.
Doesn't have eyelids.
Doesn't sleep, he only huts.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
I got another factoid. You love this one. If you don't think this is funny, then you're all dead.
Okay then. Challenge accepted.
Okay. In 1995, a man robbed a bank with lemon juice all over his face. He thought since lemon juice was the main ingredient that makes invisible ink, it would render his face invisible on camera. You're all dead, innit?
Yeah, sadly.
Have you seen that guy who was trying to sneak out a flat screen TV by holding it to its
He held it
side?
sideways and the cameras couldn't see it until he walked outside.
There was that.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So you see this guy like walking sideways down all the aisles and everything. And he actually does it.
I still miss my fags.
Well, going back to that Death Bear thing, I think
Yeah.
the other James said about it being a hunter. Good idea for a city that's going to rip off Predator.
We could.
Instead of Predator, it's Death Bear that's hunting us in the forest.
I like it. Would he have an invisibility cloak?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bed sheet covered in lemon juice.
Yeah.
Oh, now you find it funny. Oh, like that, is it? Right.
We're always after the fact kind of guys.
And fair. I tell you what ain't fair as well. That when popes die, do you realise that it's traditional that they hit him in the head 3 times really hard to make sure that he's actually dead?
Yeah.
So he doesn't come back as a zombie.
Well, I'm working on the theory if he wasn't dead and they hit him 3 times in the head with an hammer, he's going to be dead anyway, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just asleep. Oh, not anymore, he's not.
Imagine if you hit him twice and then he wakes up. And
Go
the
for
third
it.
kills him.
They go, he's back, it's the devil's work, and they hit him again.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's speaking in tongues. What the?
He's speaking in tongues because you've just smashed him in the face twice with an hammer. That's right, he does sound exactly like Rocky Balboa. That's right,
Well, the last Pope did, didn't he? By the time he passed
Well,
on, he was...
Well, the newest one, and I'll do my impersonation of the newest Pope, because apparently when he was a kid, he was a brown shirt, he was Hitler Youth. So his speech, and I translated this myself from the original Nazi into English, like, you know. And it went like this. Excuse me while I do the accent. My people, yes, I am now Pope. And welcome to the Vatican, the land of God, our Father. Or as I like to call it, the Fatherland! We will be changing the crosses to have a slightly different look. Each end of each cross will have a line coming off it in a vertical way. To resemble the Fatherland flag! And it went on in such vein, but nobody knew what he was on about because he's talking like Nazi speak and they were all like Vatican-y people. And they didn't know what he was on about. And they, like, the Vatican-y people translated as like, oh, I like God and I love you all and I'm going to do all his work and I'm like God's voice in my silk robe and my gold cane.
My big hat.
Yeah, because it says in the Bible, thou shalt worship the Lord by dressing in expensive shit and making your place in his own country and keeping expensive stuff in your cellars and living like a fucking lord. It says that in the Bible.
Thou shalt not worship false idols.
That's Billy Idol, that is. Do you want to dance? That's what you do, innit?
I don't know.
Of course he does.
You're asking the wrong person.
No, it's true. I wouldn't lie to you. Sometimes.
Yes.
Are you actually sober enough today that you can concentrate?
Who, me?
No. I assume you'd be sober because otherwise you'll all be dead.
Yes.
Are you talking to me or the bear?
Knuckleduster. The bear's always drunk, but it's on blood.
Drunk on blood.
I'm a little more soberer today because I only had 5 bottles of vodka and 2 bottles of whiskey last night.
In the Cheerios.
I did have Cheerios with beer.
All right. How did that taste?
Bloody lovely.
Yeah.
Stupid question, really, isn't it?
Did you have add sugar to it? Some slices
No, I
of
would just
banana or-
ruin it, wouldn't it? Banana.
So stupid.
Adding banana to Cheerios.
I don't know.
Black pudding, yeah.
All right.
Do you think Cheerios are mini donuts or something?
Why would you have donuts and black pudding?
That's wrong. If I have mini donuts, I have them. And I sort of like, I marinate them. I learned that word yesterday.
You sure what it means yet?
No. When in Rome. No, and then I in rum. And then I usually just like dry them out, crumble them down and snort them.
Use a mortar and pestle.
I don't snort a mortar and pestle, I would hurt.
But you had plenty of black pudding when you're on the boat with those sailors.
I did. Standard breakfast, that is actually black pudding.
Yeah. How is that even a food stuff?
I don't know, it's
The way
pig's
it's
blood.
made, yeah. I've seen the way it's made. It's like a giant vat of pig's blood and they chuck breadcrumbs into it and they just stir it about and they serve it to people. It's like, oh, God.
The ex-wife used to love black pudding. As I was saying, the ex-wife used to like black pudding. One of the reasons we split up, I come home one time and found her in bed with 7 men.
Breakfast.
All of them from Brixton.
Might have only been one, I couldn't tell if he was that big.
It did rather look like a scaffolding pole that'd been sprayed with midnight black enamel.
It was like the Midgardian serpent that was...
With 2 huge black basketballs hanging from underneath it.
She was in bed, but you met him at the front door.
I did. I said, oh mate, get your ass out of the letterbox, will you? What's wrong with you? And talk about willies. Did you know that castration adds years and years and years to men's life?
Okay.
I think I'd rather die young.
Yeah. How does that work exactly?
I don't know. Probably if you actually have them cut off, you curl up into a ball and don't do fuck all for 40 years.
Yeah, probably.
And you die with your masculinity.
Yeah, that's right. Because you're like, well, when you cut it off, I suppose it makes you a woman, and women live longer than men, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Good logic. I like it.
I thought so myself.
Yeah. It was like,
As
go on.
wrong and mental and silly.
Yeah. It was like the eunuchs in the Middle Ages.
Get a taxi! The man running. Get it. I don't understand.
He's
The
keeping fit.
only reason you should run is if you're being chased by a man with a gun because he's found her in bed with his wife
Or a deathbed.
or his daughter. Or if you're being chased by something that's going to kill you, like a death bay or a nuclear missile in a skirt
What?
What have you been smoking?
or a polar bear on a scooter with a gun.
Heat-seeking barracuda.
Heat-seeking barracudas, that's another one. Anything like that. Running for fun. It's not fun, you know. Your feet hurt, your knees hurt, you get out of breath, especially me. I mean, last time I tried to run, I dropped 3 fags. 3 fags I dropped. I was that exhausted, I didn't have the energy to like crawl back to him and put him in my mouth. I just had to watch him gently burn out of existence. It was wrong.
Did you shed a tear?
I still do. To this day.
Little memorial from.
I did. I swept up the ash. I keep it in a little urn on the mantelpiece.
Was it a real nuclear bomb, or were you just on the set of Doctor Strangelove again?
I was on the set of Doctor Strangelove. The Sotty set.
But you thought that was a different kind of film, didn't you?
I did. I thought it might have been arse porn.
Easy mistake to make.
Damn right. Pretty strange love, like, innit? Excuse me, Mrs. What are you putting that? You didn't put that in there? Hello? I love it.
Open the windows.
That's great. What I'm doing is, there's a kid in the car staring at me just now, probably recognised me because I'm bloody famous and I off a telly news thing. and he looked at me and thought, fucking hell, that's a Knuckleduster bloke. I'm going to drive the other way. Anyway, anyone else got things to say? Because I'm like tired and I've laughed an awful lot today.
Well, no, but we could just say that once again we're on the road to Cwmbran.
Aye.
We've decided for a change this time.
Granny come.
I don't know why.
Because
Just because. Yeah.
we can.
We're going to Cwmbran. Well, try and do. We're currently stuck in traffic.
Yeah, the guy's got a crack in his bumper by his sensor thing down there.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
So obviously that sensor don't fucking work, do it?
No.
I'm going to reverse until the beeping gets really fast. Smash! Oh, perhaps I should have stopped.
I'm starting to worry with how much you talk about people's rear ends.
I know, I love it. Rear end people ain't liking it.
It's great.
I got people staring at me. It's because I'm fucking famous. I'll wave at you. Put your thumb up. I bet you do as well, you dirty pig. Look at me, my t-shirt's tight because I got muscles. Oh, my head's been shaved by a professional sheep shearer.
You just delved into making fun of everyone around you.
I have. I do that because I'm crap.
Because I'm insecure.
I am insecure, and I'm respect. My wife left me. My blow-up girlfriend blew up.
It's your fault.
My dog left me for an elephant.
What about that box of baby chickens you used to have?
I sat on them. I didn't know anything was wrong until suddenly I heard a squeak, a chirp, and it was all over. Poor things, they never knew what it done. All they know it was dark, it smelt of shit, and they were gone.
Isn't that your house?
And then you sat on them.
I did.
Oh, God.
Brings a tear to my eye.
So there's a man in a cherry picker, but 3 floors up of an office on a massive...
Don't jump! Until we point the camera that way.
Yeah. We need the views.
200 odd quid we'd have from, so like, you've been framed for
I'm
that.
in the next Spider-Man movie.
Spitty man, spitty man.
Yeah, times are hard for Peter Parker.
Yeah, you're damn right they are. Times are so bad, they gotta get an English guy to play him.
Professor Xavier and the X-Men have become window cleaners because they can't afford
How would Xavier clean a window?
with his mind.
With his telepathy.
Lift up.
He would lift up
lifting.
dusters with his mind.
Telepathic, not telecomat.
He can do everything.
Oh, yeah.
Do everything he can.
He'd have to control the minds of the X-Men to make them clean windows for him.
Oh,
I missed one here, Mr. Spaceman, it's
That's what I say,
alright.
you just missed one.
I know.
there
Shut the
was,
hell up.
there was a big gap and he missed it.
He made Wolverine switch his claws out for window cleaner.
They flip out and they dusters.
Instead of like the claws simply coming out, they just tear up the front of his knuckles.
They rip out the front of his knuckles and they do like turn into feather dusters. And there's a snickety snick. Oh, bumpity.
Bumpity.
Bumpity, bumpity. We're going round in circles now, folks.
Trying to find a parking space.
I know. It's very scary. Oh, I still miss myself.
I wonder how many STDs I've gained just from sitting in the same car as you.
4.5.
4.5.
4.5 STDs.
What's the half one?
as usual, we're on form.
We're on who?
Form?
Is she pretty?
Ah, she's alright.
I love her.
You draw on the back.
Yeah.
Oh, she's one of those girls with the bag, is she?
Yeah.
I like her skinky.
It's like 7, 9.
Grow your own girl, is it?
Yeah. I've tried that. I killed 3 women, buried them in the garden. Not one of them have sprouted yet.
We finally made it to the Cumbrae.
We did to Cumbrae and Annan.
And we'll see you after the break.
Bye.
That's not very nice.
From this side, he's doing the peace sign.
That's right. Ta-ra, folks.
Hello everybody, welcome to part 2 of Road to Distraction, where we are leaving Cumbrae. We're still joined by James Knuckleduster for some reason, I don't know why.
Please.
Why are you coming back with us?
Because if I don't, I'll have to live down here out the bins.
Couldn't do that anyway.
We left him in Abergavenny the last time, and he still found his way back to us.
Yeah.
There's not much point in
He's like a
leaving.
homing pigeon.
I'm part homing pigeon. Well, I got part of an homing pigeon lodged somewhere, but I'm not telling you.
Oh,
Around this time
Wait.
last year, he found his way back from France by walking, so I'm not really putting much past.
I had to hold my breath for ages. Camera's moving a lot. I don't know why. It's not even an earthquake. We in Japan.
no.
Okay, just checking. Oh no!
Suicide
No.
civilians? Wait.
Don't you? Hello, love. She was quite nice. I think if I killed her husband, I might be with a chance once the grief wears off.
Okay, dueling with the bus, and we've won.
Hey, we won because buses are rubbish and driven by puffs.
What kind of bus does he hold on to a stick?
That's right.
God.
I love it.
So we're about to drop James Knuckleduster off at the police station, which is just up this road.
That's right. There's a woman up there that's got something she wants me to do with a truncheon. I don't know what. Whatever it is, better be fun.
Here we go, cop shop on the left.
I love women in or out of their uniform, really.
The only reason you're going to the police station is because you're not wearing anything below that shirt.
Well, I know that, and it's a hunting straight. You don't ask scare people when you go for a coffee and all you're wearing is a shirt, a tie, and a willy. It's not, it's drafty as well in the winter.
I bet it is.
I tell you,
You're in an icicle.
But it was fun sitting down on those metal seats, wasn't it?
yeah. I wish your camera would stop moving, because I'm finding it awful gay and annoying now.
Yeah.
Since when did you care so much about the camera?
Well, it hit me in the willy last time.
I did, yeah. It took a plunge and...
Took a plunge to my
Put
cod
them
lens.
trousers on.
Well, I sterilised it all with bleach after. What do you want?
Special.
Right, is anyone going to talk about something other than this stupid person about to cross?
Right.
It looks like she's about to go into combat.
I'll give you an update about my progress in with Element 3D.
Elephant 3D.
Elephant 3D, yeah, fantastic. Getting used to it. I've shot a piece of footage yesterday of car parked in the street, panned around it, and I put my tracking software on it. So it marks it out, got lovely tracking points. And then I've also got a model of the APC from Aliens. Brilliant, high detail and that. Except I go and put it on After Effects, set it all up, and it keeps crashing the bloody thing. Because the model is so detailed, my computer's just like, yeah, I don't want to do this. Don't make me render this.
I'm struggling as if I'm constipated and trying to poo out a 3D elephant.
Yeah. And then I tried something simple like a briefcase and that, but that's there, but for some reason it's way off the screen. And I can't bring it back in to follow the points, so I'll keep you updated with that, but when it's done, it should look absolutely superb. And it'll be the first tracking shot I've done with Elephant 3D, as Mr. Knuckleduster says.
You did like a graphic title, I think that's the word,
That's it.
for that Paul Jeffries, didn't you?
Yeah, him.
For Broken Dink Film.
That must have been a graphic title.
Yeah.
Don't you work for them?
I don't know. I don't even know where I am half the time.
Where are you right now?
Mars?
Yeah.
This is a magic school bus.
Is it? I best lick the window then.
Please don't.
Alright.
Don't lick anything in this car.
No.
Oh,
Inanimate or otherwise.
Your tongue would be like molten lava. You get close enough to it and it would just start dissolving from the air.
that's not even fair.
He starts running away from you.
Right, I got another little factoid. You love this, you will, because it's amazing. Apparently, Gandhi,
Gandalf?
that's the one eye, bloke, bald, glasses like Charlie Chaplin and an orange sheet. That was him. Apparently, used to sleep naked next to young Indian girls in order to test his resolve to his chastity. Right, I'm sure you used to test your chastity. That's all he was doing, lying next to young Indian girls while he was naked. I'm thinking today, Mr. Gandhi, you'd be on a special list.
Yeah.
Or probably a padded room.
At least he wouldn't be violent in it.
He wouldn't be violent anyway, he'd be too busy sleeping next to young girls.
Not in a padded room, he wouldn't.
No, he'd have to imagine him, draw him on the wall in excrement.
Yes.
Yeah, test your chastity. Aye, I tell you what, and I flash at women in their changing rooms because I'm just checking the temperature of the steam. I've never done that.
See, the difference between Knuckleduster and Gandhi is Knuckleduster is honest.
That's right, that is. I've never lied.
I'm not going to be stoned or something now because of this, are we?
It'll be a jihad. I think that's some sort of Indian jam.
No.
We should probably get off this topic.
Yes.
All right,
Rapidly.
I'll tell you this other one then. Apparently, it's possible to hallucinate with only a red light, a ping pong ball, and a radio.
They've been doing that in China.
I'll take your word for it, because I've tried it, and it only works if you're smoking a joint at the same time.
Did you just eat it?
I'll eat the radio wire.
How does it taste?
When you want to get in the
Ooh,
shower.
my phone ringed. I
you
bet
wanna
it's
get
my
in the
agent.
shower, you can't figure out another way to want to listen to the radio, so you eat it. You just listen to it for your stomach.
Yeah.
Hold on. My agent just got in touch with me, said I'm going to be the next Iron Man.
Oh, God help us.
Isn't Paul Jeffries your agent?
Shh. I read it wrong. Apparently, I'm supposed to do the ironing, said my mum. I read it wrong.
Right.
I had my hopes up then as well.
Please comment in the box below if you're wondering what the hell is going on, because we're doing the same.
Sorry. I was thinking then I'd love to be wearing one of those special type metal suits. Lovely. All the women would love me and say, "Oh, look, that's Tony Starkers."
You should probably talk to his brother, it looks a lot like you.
Well, that Tommy bloke.
Yeah.
He look nothing alike. He's ugly as shit.
What about his assistant?
She's a bit fit. I would. And it's that simple. Because she's like that, and she's like, ooh, hello, chilly. And she goes like, fuck off, you smell.
Oh dear.
That's most of the answers I usually get from women. Like, they come up and they go, you smell like poo that's been put in a blender and mixed with other poo.
You get that no matter where you go. You go to the doctors and they're like, fuck off, you smell.
Yeah, I do. I was gonna have a willy piercing the other week, and I dropped my trousers and chiseled off my underwear. And he went, I wouldn't touch her if I had it, like the piercing thing, in a shotgun. So I left.
A piercing thing in a shotgun.
Yeah,
That would be the worst form of piercing. You're just like,
it would be
close
like
your eyes,
bad,
hopefully
wouldn't it?
This'll work.
Bang, ow.
Oh, like we're an eye piercing now.
Yeah, and a chest, shoulder, leg, abdomen, knee,
You're
shin,
just fighting those pieces now.
thumb. There's a bear looking over my shoulder again. Look. He's got a tie on, though. It's a lovely tie.
I never understood what those spike things are supposed to be.
What spike things?
They were like a bunch of statues in a circle, weren't they? Back there.
They stab and kill stupid
They
motorists.
always remind me of Kung Pao.
These are, yeah, that's like chicken, innit?
Yeah.
Oh no. You might know still, we've still got, ready, the other camera. He's following me with my finger. It's like watch, it's almost 3D, ready? But no,
You need 3D glasses to see that.
Yeah.
no. Not with my eyesight, no. I got extra pupils in my head. So everything looks like it's three-dimensional.
Apparently, Hollywood has decided that people aren't interested in 3D now, so they're starting to step away from it.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank God for that. Rubbish anyway.
What was the point?
All our money invested in 3D cinema projection
Like
and all
that
that.
G.I. Joe film was supposed to come out in summer, and they delayed it till next year because they wanted to put 3D in it.
Yeah.
Oops. Another G.I. Joe film.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to rush and see that.
Yeah.
Because the first one was so fantastic.
Yes. I don't know what happened to 3D. I mean, it didn't work in the 80s. It didn't work in the 50s.
No,
When they tried it again, it still doesn't work.
no. And there's all these 3D TVs and our Sky thingy, I think a little box you can pick up like TV pros. You got 3D.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
People who actually watch like television at lower insignificantly.
Is it?
Yeah, because stuff like Netflix and everything. There's not
Yeah.
really much point.
No.
Like you can watch whatever you want when you want. There's not really much point about it.
It's getting like that, isn't
It
it?
is, yeah. Which is good in a way, I think.
On to a
Netflix already
telly.
shut down blockbusters.
Yeah, well, Blockbusters was rubbish anyway.
Always was. Sorry.
Overpriced.
Yeah, you were
Yeah, for
overpriced.
3 days.
And your DVDs were crap and scratched.
Yeah.
Just like Love Film. Ooh, I ordered that film, I really want to see it. So they send stuff you don't want. That you really just they used and put on there because you like I've chosen most of the things I want. I don't want them things. Well, I'll put them on anyway. And they're the ones always arrive first.
Yeah.
Covered in fingerprints, baby poo and scratches, and your DVD wouldn't play it if it was the most powerful Super Transformer DVD in the world.
Yeah.
That film were really strange because you'd put stuff on high priority and they wouldn't send you the next time.
That's because it
No.
was run by people with a lower IQ than my shoe.
No. Well, actually, I use Love Film. I haven't had many problems like that at all.
You know,
No, I'm not, nothing.
lots of them I used to have
Touch wood.
with. Fair comment. I used to have like scratches on them, fingerprints on them, where people don't learn. If you actually take a DVD out of a DVD player by putting your finger in the middle hole, picking it up, and sliding.
Oh.
As I was saying before the camera had a heart attack, like the disc, like they've been sanded and shit and rubbish, and they send them to you. It's like, come on, folks. DVDs, you're going to send them, you send them back in the condition you got them.
Yeah.
Or perhaps you got them in that condition. Perhaps they were just shitty poo rubbish. Like that. Anyway, silly it is, man. But I tell you one thing, I've actually found out, talking about TV, in Germany, they got telly programs for kids that teach children how to hide erections. I'm not too sure about what the hell that's about. But in this country, we used to have Jack and Ori, and Play School, and other things like that. Mind you, during the 70s, apparently, a lot of the presenters and the people who worked at the BBC openly walked around smoking joints. some of them used to drink, and lots of play school and Jackanory people went on TV drunk or stoned. Nobody noticed. Because most of the people watching it were either drunk or stoned.
Oh, yeah, coming from a newsreader.
Yeah.
Oh, ex-newsreader now. I got fired.
You're still a newsreader for a YouTuber.
I do newsreader YouTube stuff.
Broken Link films.
I do stuff for Broken Link Films. That's the graphic lead in for that Paul Jeffries.
Yeah.
That's how I know him, really. He's a bit of an arse.
You haven't turned up for work for 2 months.
What's that?
You haven't turned up for work for 2 months.
That's a lie. I only went to sleep yesterday and I woke up this morning. Yesterday I went with you to Abergavenny.
No, that was a while ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
That was like a month ago.
Yeah. It was a month ago.
Are you sure?
Positive. Anyway, what's happening with Wales in the Wild? Are you doing it?
Oh, we're going to see if we can do another Wales in the Wild sometime soon. It'll be me,
And
Bromley.
Yolo? You're going to have Yolo Williams
Did you
on
say
there?
Romney?
What?
Yolo Williams?
Oh, we'll see if we can have Yoli Lolo Williams, aye.
I thought it said it was going to be you and Mitt Romney.
Mitt Romney.
No, because that guy apparently can't find his arse with a guide map and mirrors.
That guy doesn't understand why you can't undo a window on a plane.
Well, it's because, well, where he's concerned, I think you should be the only passenger and they should allow him to do it.
Yeah. I mean, America is a big country now, but do we really need to see the presidential debates all over the news and stuff like that?
I'm getting a little fed up with it because you get lots of people going, oh, Obama's rubbish, Obama done this, Obama done that. Well, so what? No matter who you have in power, 50% of the country are going to go, you're a dick. Doesn't matter what country it is, Britain, America, Uganda, doesn't matter. But
Mitt Romney wants to make gays illegal. He wants to basically take more away from the poor.
he unrelated to Margaret Thatcher, is he?
I don't know.
Rubbish.
Probably related to David Cameron.
Yeah.
Same thing, really. Except Margaret Thatcher had big... Don't trust the Germans. What are you laughing at? It's true. 2 world wars. They'll start another one as soon as they can get another nutcase to run the country. The French aren't help. They'll just hide underground and give them all their country and their wine and their gold teeth.
The road to xenophobia.
And they'll be like buggers again. We don't need to learn our shit in school. We need to learn how to pay bills, how to pay checks, how to learn to live.
Life skills.
Which threshers is open at 3 in the morning so you can get a bottle of vodka. All that stuff. That's what you need.
And not to grab boobs at Hooters.
Well, no. What's wrong with that?
Get kicked out.
And? Nothing wrong with getting kicked out of Hooters. I tell you, the last time it took 4 men, a crowbar and 2 policemen to get my hands off our girl.
You put super glue on your hands. And
I did.
You grabbed her
I did.
boobs.
I put super glue in my hands, I shoved my hand up a shirt, under a bra and just latched on. It was great. Not for her so much, because when super glue sets, it heats up a lot.
You removed her nipples when you pulled your hands off.
I did. They had to get like a lollipop stick and some super glue debonder.
Ton of butter.
And it didn't butter. Oh, the butter was really good. But that was for something else. And they prized my hands off her boobies. And when they come off and the super glue left in my hand, I didn't print like mould of her nipples.
I think we've hit a new low
Yeah.
on road to the
I didn't touch her new low. It was her boobies. The shorts were too tight to get into her low. I'm planning.
It was like the shorts with Fort Knox.
They were Fort Knox
Fort Cox.
of the pussy world.
This is the worst episode.
Yeah,
ever.
it is. Oh god, it's like Playboy TV gone mental.
Well, I tell you what, I got a really, really awful fact by you now. In 2006, a penis was grown in a laboratory and successfully transplanted onto a rabbit. Now, first of all, why? Surely that rabbit already had his own penis. And the other thing I'm really worried about is they did not tell you whether they'd actually grown a rabbit penis or a human penis and then transplanted onto the rabbit. Because if they didn't and they'd actually put a human penis on it, well, it's a bit ridiculous, isn't it? How's our rabbit going to hide it? How's he going to get any speed up and run? Because if he's excited, he's going to be erect. He's
This would be a good chance for that rabbit to watch German TV.
That's right, he'd be able to hide his penis. But he wouldn't be able to run if he was aroused because his penis keep clunking into the ground. And it'd be silly. But our scientists feel. What about you, Death Bear? Have you got a bear penis or did they transplant a human one on it? Apparently he's gonna live longer.
Oh God. Am I dropping you off, Scott?
Yes, please.
We dropping Scott off.
Don't stop, I'll just tuck and roll.
Yeah. Well, you have a job. It's a three-door car.
I got the sunroof.
See? Stunt Scott.
Stunt Scott. Putting the fun into stunts and stuff.
That's the Stunt Scott Fun and Stuff song. Stunt Scott, fun and stuff. Gotta have him in the buff. He's running round wearing no clothes, doing stunt because he likes a laugh. What? What do you say?
Nothing. That was deathbed. Anyway,
Say
that's
what
all from
again,
me.
motherfucker?
Who wants the back camera? Does Jim want?
James left all the back
James
camera.
left.
Why am I staying?
You're not. I have to get out though.
Don't I?
Please
Right.
hurry up. There's a car behind us.
Yeah, please have a
Drive
dummy.
around,
Drive around.
Okay, that'll be the end of this one
Go.
now. So it'll be ta-da and bye-bye then. Ta-da!
Drive around or something.
Drive. Oh, you drive around because
I
his
don't
car's.
understand why I'm staying in the car.
Because you've got to go up to the house, isn't it?
His shopping's up the house.
Right. Well, so I gotta come up your house then.
Apparently, allegedly.
Or I'll get a lift down. Alright.
Well,
What's happening
no.
then?
Right. You gotta drop Scott off at the house, right? And then I'm gonna be dropped off up to Blaneyman, and then
Just drop me on the corner, yeah.
we can do things, innit?
Yeah.
We get now. I'm supposed to be on my haircut today as well.
15 minutes.
In well, more than that, actually 20.
Right. Well,
Right.
I had no idea why I wanted Dad to stay in the car.
Well, I tell you what. Go into the house. We'll get stuff dropped down to you when I gotta come back down now in 20 minutes. Don't worry.
Alright.
It's hard work sometimes, I don't know, I could just be in the house drinking alcohol and falling over and kicking rabbits. Anyway, that's the end of Road to Distraction 275.
Until next time. Goodbye.
Ta-da!
Bye.
Aye.
Those poor sailors,
Barnacles around it.
those poor sailors, I feel sorry for them. Alone on ships with other seamen.
Mixing semen.
I got to get a second, sorry.
She was only the Admiral's daughter, but she was at a naval base full of discharged seamen.
That's right.
Oh dear God.
I think we'll cut you a second. Hold on.
Intermission. Ding, 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 ding.
I love you, Ron.
You know, as soon as we go back to this, I'm just going to be like, so he was talking about seamen, and you're just going to laugh again.
Welcome back to Road to Distraction after that brief interlude. Are you coming out live on Road to Distraction, Paul?
No, my zip's done up. You just call me Paul.
I did. That's another fellow who sits there. You look so alike.
Man, we are wrecking that fourth wall today.
Yes.
I don't think you should do it.
Oh, God.
I don't think you should cut this. It's going to be like
I know.
minutes of actual footage, the rest is cut.
You call me Paul. I don't know.
Should we do that again? I can't remember what I was saying. Anyway.
Are you coming out?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, seamen in their tight trousers. Oh.
I was like, ah, God.
The ex-wife used to love black pudding. cut.
This is the worst episode ever.
Why cut that?
That's staying in. This bit won't, because there we are.
Anyway.
3 times we've had to cut this now.
I know. I'm trying to. It's this fucker back here.
It's not my fault.
Oh dear God.
Okay, thanks for this admission, Paul. I done it again, haven't I? Broken 4th wall. God dang it. Never mind, we're going to park that now.
We broken the 4th wall. Lots of walls we broken. It's like that. Hey, Louis.
He's driving, is that bad? He's broken 4 walls today.
Yeah, I broke 4 walls. Keeps calling me Paul. I look nothing like that ugly fucker, and he calls me Paul.
You broke fourth wall.
He broke 4 4th walls. You try saying that and the amount of alcohol I got in my system. Plus the recreational drugs. It's not easy.
Well,
In green. Good.
activate.
And... Oops.
Abort!
Mr. Lister, sir.
I'm sorry, sir.